This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Bee Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at beepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply. I'm Danielle Nuhfer, an educator for over 20 years who went up against 2 bouts of serious teacher burnout before finally realizing that I needed to share what worked and what didn't with educators everywhere. This is when Teaching Well was born. At Teaching Well, I partner with schools who recognize that when teacher well-being is prioritized, true teaching and learning can happen. And there's nothing more integral to building this kind of school culture than finding ways to care for yourself in the midst of all the school day hustle and bustle. Building in these moments is what this show is all about and what I hope to bring to you each time I get the opportunity to speak with you here. So with that, let's begin. Welcome back. It's Danielle. We've recently unveiled the unseen scripts shaping our reaction, tracing our tendencies, and explored mindfulness. But today, we're taking another transformative step, understanding how to use mindfulness in our classroom. Teaching is an art, and there's a trap that some of us might fall into. It's the trap of the autopilot. It's that state where we're physically present in the classroom, but our minds are elsewhere, running through our to-do list, anticipating the next lesson, or replaying past interactions. Recognizing this trap is the first step to actually doing something about it. So let's dive into a practical technique to flip the autopilot script. And it all starts with awareness. Notice the moments when you're actually on autopilot. Maybe it's during routine tasks like grading or transitioning between classes. Take a moment, a mindful breath, and ask yourself, how can I approach this with fresh eyes? How can I get curious about what's happening instead of just wishing for it to all be over? When we break free from autopilot, we create an environment where every action, every decision is intentional. This intentionality ripples through the classroom, fostering a culture of respect, understanding, and adaptability. So nothing else may change, but you do, and then everything changes. Now, as we conclude today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. When we as educators embody adaptability and presence and curiosity, we shape adaptable students. Students who can face the uncertainties of the future with resilience and grace. By bringing a state of mindfulness to our teaching, we're not just preparing them for tests, we're actually preparing them for life. And guess what? You don't have to teach them a single mindfulness lesson. Just by embodying this sort of presence, you will teach them all they need to know. So educators, take a moment today. Notice when you're on autopilot. Take a breath, recalibrate, and embrace the opportunity to shape adaptable minds. The journey might not always be easy, but it's always worthwhile. Until next time, stay present, adapt, and stay curious. If this morning's motivation resonated with you, I'd love to connect with you more. Check out teachingwell.life and the show notes to find out how we can partner together. And thanks for listening. Whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at beepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.